guys, welcome back to the HUBient channel. This is Stella Bella. Today I'm back with another beauty product testing and review for you. It is the DIY microneedling system from Dr. Pen, and I'm going to show you today how to use it and my results with it, so stay tuned. So for those who don't know, microneedling is basically collagen induction therapy. So what you're doing is essentially puncturing little tiny sterile holes into your face. I know it sounds scary, but because they're microneedles, it's actually not that big. And during the healing process, your body generates more collagen and activates the cell renewal process. So this whole system actually helps with scarring, acne, stretch marks, sunspots, saggy skin. Basically, it's a process that helps to generate new skin cells and give you a more youthful, smoother, younger, and more refined appearance. But it can be painful because they are real needles that are piercing through your skin. So I'm gonna give it a go today and show you all how it all works. Okay, now before we get started, we need to make sure that our face is nice and clean. Make sure it's free from any makeup, moisturizer, oils, dirt, that sort of thing. Now, once your face is nice and cleansed and toned, it's time to apply numbing cream if you need it. Now, this is completely optional. If you have a high tolerance for pain, then you don't need to use it. But for a lot of you, if you're worried about the microneedles hurting, especially if you think you might press down a little too hard on your first couple of tries, then the numbing cream will actually help a lot. So this is something that you can get over the counter from the pharmacy, and it's called Numbit. So I'm going to put it all over my face. So for today, we're going to work mostly on the face, maybe a little bit of the neck area as well, but this can actually be done on anywhere in the body. So anywhere that you feel like you've got some issues, whether it's pigmentation, stretch marks, scarring, acne, that sort of thing, anywhere in the body, it will be useful for. Okay, so once the numbing cream has soaked in, it's important to wipe everything off again. So I've used the toner and the cleanser to get all of the Numbit off my face. Let's go in with the pen. Now let's put our needle head onto the pen. So Dr. Pen actually provides a few different types of needle heads. So I bought the 16 needle, the 11 needle, and also the nano. So the only difference is that the 16 and the 11 is the amount of needles that there are. So the little micro needles, there's 16, obviously in the 16 one, and there's 11 in the 11 one. The nano needle is basically a little bit smaller than the other normal needle heads, so you can use it more often. So they recommend that you microneedle about once a month, but if you use the nano head, you can probably do it every few days without damaging your skin or risk overdoing it. But today we're going to be using the 16 needle and we'll see how it goes. So I've got one here and I'm going to take the pen. It is important to change the needles every single time you use it. It needs to be sterile because obviously you are puncturing your face, breaking the skin, and any sort of bacteria or germs or anything like that could seep into your skin and cause infections quite easily. So always use a clean needle every single time. Needle head right here. Maybe you can see. And it plugs into your pen from here, just like that. And you're going to twist it clockwise to lock that in. Now we're going to take off this lid and I'll show you, I don't know if you can see. The little micro needles actually live inside that head there. I don't know if you can see that clearly. And this little dial here in the middle actually determines the needle length. Dial determines how much of that needle goes into your skin. So we start off at, there's a little marker right there, and I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1, and it goes all the way up to 2.5. According to the Dr. Pen instructional video on their website, all of these areas should start off at 0.5, areas under your eyes, the delicate areas, 0.25. You can also do it on your hairline as well, so it actually encourages hair growth if you do it in your hairline, and that can withstand a little bit deeper, 1.5, 2. So it's completely up to you and your own pain threshold, but always start small and you can work your way up later. Now to turn on the device, just hold down onto the power button. Ooh, and you can actually see it. needle length 0.5. Now it is optional, but highly recommended that you have some sort of hyaluronic acid serum with you so that you can put it on your face before using the microneedle. The reason for that is because it helps to move the needle along a bit easier and it doesn't drag and pull on your skin. And also the serum that you put on your face by going over it with a microneedle help the absorption process and so that it gets penetrated into your skin a little deeper and be a lot more effective. So definitely use some serum. The hyaluronic acid that I'm using today is the 100% hyaluronic acid from the Eliza Vecca brand that you can get from Yes Style. So, okay, so I'm gonna put this on my face and we're gonna work in sections. I'm gonna start from the forehead first, and we're going to go over the skin in a cross-hatching method, which means we're going to work our way downwards, then go over the same patch horizontally, then diagonally. So then that way it covers that entire patch. We're guaranteed we're not missing any parts before we move on to the next patch. I'm doing this in a patch as well. I mean, I can definitely feel it. And we'll do the vertical one. I'm just gonna quickly glide that over because I don't think I need to actually hold it down at all. But it is recommended that you pull your skin nice and taut as you're doing it. Oh, it does make your eyes runny. Okay, I think you guys can see like it's starting to get a bit red. Go over it diagonally and then back the other way. For sure, I highly recommend you use numbing cream because I didn't quite let the numbing cream soak through before I took it off for the purpose of the video, and I am feeling it. So I'm gonna do this patch now. Or now my forehead, my entire area there is quite red. So I've just done the forehead area. Now I'm gonna work on the sides and these areas here. So I'm applying the serum, being very generous with it. Now, according to the video, this is a section and this is a section, and the middle section, you can actually use a little bit stronger. So, and now for the more delicate areas, like these areas here, you can put it down to 0.25 and also the eye area that I'm gonna do in a sec, but it's up to you. Right now, I'm not feeling too much pain there, so I might keep it at 0.5 for all of it until I get to under the eyes, which I'm going to then switch to 0.25. I'm gonna do the bigger chunky bits first. So the big sections of the face. Can go around the smile line area in circles. I can actually feel like those areas you can see are quite red because they're quite delicate as well. Look how red I am. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. Wow, I look amazing. So once you are done, I would just gently wipe away the blood spots with a clean and lint-free cotton pad. There will be blood spots because you are puncturing the skin and it will be red. That's the idea. And just be very careful here because your skin is open now. So the risk of infection is a little bit higher. So do make sure that you're not using anything that's contaminated on your face. And it is perfectly normal for your skin to be red, raw, a little bit bloody with the blood spots. That is perfectly fine, and splotchy and look like this. Now, first thing that you need to do as soon as you finish this process is to put a face mask on. Now this one is actually one that they used on the website in the video, in the instructional video, and I'm really happy because I've already got it. This is the Aeron Hyaluronic Acid Collagen Hydrating Face Mask. So I'm going to use one of these. So the face mask here, not only will it cool down your face and help calm the redness, but the hyaluronic acid and the collagen in the mask will really help to just contain the moisture, help it not to dry up, because it's really easy to dry up. I can start feeling it dry already because your body is going into the mode of sort of tensing everything up to try to close up all the wounds. So it's really easy for your skin to dry up. So make sure you do use a really hydrating face mask. It doesn't have to be this one. Oh, already it feels so much cooler. So this not only helps your skin to cool down after you've been stabbing it with 1,000 needles, but the serum within the mask, the hyaluronic acid and the collagen will really seep in to your skin now after the microneedling process. And it depends, a lot of people like to complement this with other treatments, depending on what kind of results that you're after. So what I'm going to do is, after the face mask, I'm also going to put on the LED mask on the red setting, which is the collagen producing and sort of skin healing setting of the LED face mask. All right, so we're going to let that sit for about 20 minutes. And the next step, once I take this off, hopefully the face won't be as red, and I'll use the LED mask to further help the healing and the collagen generating process. Let's take off the face mask. And it is actually a lot less red than before. And you still got to be very careful. If you're touching your face, make sure you have super clean hands, and make sure you're using a really gentle cleanser and moisturizer for your skin. And I'm sure over the next few days it's probably going to do some crazy peeling. So I'm not going to look very good for a couple of days. But the idea is that once it heals, then new baby soft skin is going to appear underneath and it's going to look 10 times better. And I'll update you all on that. But before that, we're going to put on an LED mask. This actually helps with the collagen and the skin renewal and the healing process as well. Okay, so you can see here now, my face is red. So this is straight after the treatment. So I've had the microneedling done, then I've put a face mask on, and I'm done with the 20-minute LED mask on the red light. And it's calmed down a lot. It's not as painful, but it does feel like a sunburn and it does look really red. So I am expecting it to peel much like a sunburnt. So I'll check in a couple of days and see how this looks. Okay guys, so this is me day 7 after the microneedling was done, and it actually works. So the first couple of days it was still quite red, but after that the skin started to slowly peeling, and probably about day 4 or 5 it really calmed down and I could really see the results. As you can see here, any of the problem areas were gone. I didn't have many, but there were some on the side of my face right there that I was having trouble with for a while, and after the microneedling system it basically disappeared and healed itself. So I definitely recommend this system to anyone who just wants a little bit of a special treatment for their skin, and especially for those people who have problem skin like stretch marks, acne scars and that sort of thing. It actually works. So as you can see guys, the Dr. Pen microneedling system actually works. And I think it works better if you've got problem skin to begin with. You'll see more of a dramatic effect, more results. But if you've got normal skin that you just want to give yourself a little bit of a special treatment every 2 to 3 months, this system is perfect for that as well. But everyone's skin is different, so do a test patch, consult your dermatologist as well if this is the right thing for you, especially if you're using it to treat any sort of special issues that you may have. But that is all from me today. Thank you so much for listening. Please make sure to follow us on the HUBient Talent channel. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of the social medias. And please make sure to follow me as well on stellabella.au. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to hear from you there. I hope you have a wonderful week. Look after your health, look after your skin, and I'll see you next time. Bye.